Hello and welcome. Brett here with Clickmill.co. In this video, we are going to be talking about variables. Now, Neil and I have been doing some talking, and variables is a really confusing word. So we're just going to use the word condition for now. And a variable or a set of variables are essentially just a set of conditions that tell the tag when to trigger. So we've talked about a tag. A tag is the piece of code that registers a behavior on the website and fires off over to our data platform so we can track it. The trigger sets off the tag, just like the trigger on a gun. But how do we know what that trigger is? How do we define what makes the tag fire off? Well, it's almost as though we have an infinite number of customizable triggers. And that is what these conditions are. And so when we go in and we say, well, I want this to trigger my tag, let's have an example. I want a button on a specific page to trigger. There is no trigger that says, the orange button with the ID 123 on that page. There's no trigger that has that. So you have to custom make your trigger, and that has the variables built together or the conditions that specify that trigger. So in order to build that custom trigger, we're going to go into the variables or the conditions, and we're going to say, trigger this button ID, and that's one condition. We want that button ID to fire on this page. So now we have to add another condition or variable in there on this page when it is clicked. And so right there are three conditions or three variables that we have to build together like Lego blocks to create our custom trigger that will fire off the tag. So a variable is just conditions that we can build together to specify the exact behavior on the exact page at the exact time of the website that we want to track. And we use those built together as custom triggers for our tags. Neil, any thoughts or comments or additions that you would like to add into this?
Nope, all good.
Okay. Thanks so much for being here with me in this video. And as we move on, we're going to start looking at the user flow as they interact with your website and what happens in Tag Manager. So I'll look forward to seeing you there for that in the next video. See you there.